Hey guys, welcome back. So this week we are continuing on with our flooring project here on the loft area of the Millhouse. The last week that we were out here, we got, as you can see, about 2 feet done out of about 24 feet. So needless to say, we still have a little ways to go yet on this part of it. I'm hoping to get a whole lot of this done this week. I am waiting on some more nails to come for the nail gun that we're using for this part. I just got one package of them to start out with to make sure that they were going to work out all right, but I've got a couple more ordered. They should be coming in the end of this week, so hopefully it shouldn't slow us down, but we'll see. So anyways, let's get to work on putting some more of this flooring down. Alright, so we've just about used up all of our wider boards that are oak. We've got a few boards left here, but we don't have quite enough for another run. I think we're 6 foot short. So if I hadn't already explained it last week, what we're doing is that for our boards that are a little bit wider, we have both oak and pine. And the oak are just a hair thicker than the pine are. It's maybe a 1/16 of an inch, just enough that if you kind of scoot your foot along, you know, it kind of catches on it. So what we've done is we've put down the oak first. We've got our pine over here, and then those are our narrower boards over there. I think all of those are oak. They're like a 1/4 inch narrower than these ones that we're putting down now. Before I switch to doing our pine that are wider, what I want to do is go back up to the barn real quick, dig around in there a little bit more, see if I can find any more of the wider oak or wider pine as well. Grab those, bring them back down. We'll get as much more oak put in, as many more runs as we can. If we can find more of those, then we'll switch to the pine. Once we run out of the pine, then we'll switch over to those guys over there that are a little bit narrower, and hopefully we'll be able to finish out the rest of this width across here with those things. Alright, well, I've apparently done a pretty darn good job of picking this pile over, because these 3 boards right here are the only other pieces of oak that I could find. Well, I take that back. There was another one that was buried way under there that was not coming out. But these 3 are the only 3 that I could find that I could get to. But that's okay. We got 10 foot there. We only need another 6 feet to finish it out, so we're good with oak. I did find a handful of other pieces of pine, so I went ahead and grabbed those, and we'll take those back down with us as well. Alright, well, we've gotten busy with a few other things this past week, so today is going to be our last day out here to get some more stuff done on this floor, but hopefully we'll knock out a good bit of this. So the first thing we need to do is, since we're moving on to our pine boards of our wider width, we need to work on these, get some of these cut to length, and then we can start putting them in. Alright, well, it took a little while here, but we got all of our boards here cut to length. We actually only ended up with 3 different lengths. You can see we got 6 foots, 4 foots, and a whole lot of 2 foots here. So it's going to make it a little bit more interesting putting these in, because we're going to have to put in more nails because the boards are shorter, but we'll see how far we can get with these guys. Alright guys, well, this is going to be it for this week. We almost made it over to our post, which would be the 1/3 of the way mark. So we're almost there. We got like another foot to go, but that'll have to wait till next week. I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. It's looking really nice. It feels good. I mean, I've kind of been bouncing on it a little bit in between where the joists are across here, and it's really solid. I wasn't for sure how it was going to feel, but there's not really any give in the floor or anything. It feels good. I'm pretty happy with it. So sort of a short week this week, but hopefully we'll be back out here again next week, putting down some more. We'll get this last little bit finished here. I think we may be able to get these last couple rows in here to get over to our post with these wider boards that we have. And if we do, that's actually hitting pretty close to my really rough estimate of how much square footage of wood there was of this wider stuff. So I might actually not have done too bad in my guesstimate of how many square feet of floorboards we've got. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this week. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.